Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Solana price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. Ross asked me for a question to understand why we are looking at a short-term bearish scenario for Solana, and I would love to do it with pleasure. So starting here with the scenarios that we have on the daily for Solana, of course, we have bullish scenarios and bearish scenarios, but most of the bullish scenarios require now lower prices. This is a problem with Solana, which is also actually mainly most of the crypto right now are requesting a little bit lower prices to move on to trigger higher prices later on. I'm gonna explain. The first scenario, which is the most possible scenario, is that you have an impulse here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you finish a wave A in the yellow scenario. This wave A represents your wave A from a zigzag. So you need a wave B after it, and we got A, B, and a C, perfect. And then you're moving higher, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 in a wave C. Your wave C should be an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And currently, just by looking at this wave here, it looks like already a finished impulse. And once you finish an impulse, all what you have to look for, of course, is lower prices to start a new impulse somewhere lower, and of course to move higher than this high, because the market, there is no demand on it anymore. Very simple. And ABC has been finished, so you have to expect two scenarios after it, two possible scenarios. ABC as correction, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. There is no other wave or pattern that you can expect. Is it 3 corrective wave? It can be WXY, or it can be, of course, 5 waves towards the downside. It can be impulse or contracting diagonal. So that's why, of course, short-term bearish right now, whatever it is, we need lower prices. Now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 as well in the blue count, which is a contracting diagonal, leading diagonal, meaning this is already a big bullish scenario for Solana. It doesn't mean that we are looking for low prices. It means Solana has finished. There is no hope for it anymore. We have a big bullish scenario unfolding, but for this bullish scenario to complete, you need lower prices first. And you need, of course, a wave 4 before the wave 5. Therefore, your wave 4 has to be completed in 3 waves toward the downside. And here where it comes the highest possibility, where we have in confluence 3 waves toward the downside between the 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 contracting diagonal, or ABC and what it comes after it for a wave C. Because 3 waves up, 3 waves down, 5 waves up, wave C, of course, impulsive. So these are the scenarios where, of course, the most highest scenarios that we have now to get this red arrow toward the downside. And of course, you see here an arrow toward the upside. This is your wave 5 in case you are in the blue scenario. In case you are in a 3 corrective waves, you would like probably after a wave C here in the yellow, you would like, of course, to seek after, of course, the 0.618, for example, which is the most common target for 3 waves down, and then continuation towards the upside for a wave C. Meaning this area is a target right now, of course, for Solana. And yeah, so of course there is even more scenarios, but you know me, on this channel, I don't give complicated scenarios and scenarios that it has very, very low chances to happen. Maybe this one, it can happen, okay, but it's too early to call it, like ABC towards the downside, meaning a bigger correction ABC and then moving towards the upside, which is exactly here. But this is a very, very bearish one. You need to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse here, and then 3 waves up, and then an impulse towards the downside. Yeah, so it's very, very early to call this. But the highest possibility right now, we are in a leading diagonal wave 4, 3 waves, or you finish 3 waves up, 3 waves down for a wave B, and then wave C towards the upside. This is an overview. Now, just to go inside it, to see if this wave 5 has really finished in the top here, right? Now, normally in a wave 5, you need to see an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, right? But in this case scenario, your wave 4 kind of has interfered with your zone 1, meaning here you have 1, 2, 1, 2, and another 1, 2. You was in a wave 3 towards the upside, and you were looking for wave 4, and you was looking for higher, but from here. But your wave 4 went very, very deep, invalidating this scenario, this impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because based on the rules of Elliott wave, it is not allowed that your wave 4 interfere with your zone 1 here before moving for higher. Therefore, Solana found a way to reach higher prices, but simply in different patterns. And I see, of course, this pattern is very rare to happen because this also what happened was not expected during a bull run, right? So it is very rare to happen to get an expanding diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The numbers of the waves should stay 5, and it has finished in 5 ways, but in an expanding diagonal. As you can see, it goes like kind of like the shark teeth, yeah. And this is exactly what you would like to see when you have an expanding diagonal, a shark teeth, yeah. And normally, even it goes higher. It goes, I mean, the last wave can goes even higher like this, yeah. So this is my only possibility for still looking for higher prices, because there is always a possibility between bullish and bearish. Your bullish scenario can still be, of course, one more move towards the upside in a zigzag form for your wave 5, because it should be zigzag, and which is part of your expanding diagonal. Yeah. So it should look like this. I mean, but once you take the high, it is eligible. It is an eligible expanding diagonal. And meaning when you take, of course, this trends from the 2 and the 4 and the 1 and the 3, here goes. This is what you get, an expanding diagonal. While the contracting diagonal, of course, has to be somehow like this. It is a rare case scenario that we can get, but in this case, in Solana, we just got it. Very simple. We got it. Yeah. We cannot say that, okay, something else might unfold here. And we cannot take, of course, the risk that we might still have one more lag in an expanding diagonal, because it is the most rare. And also, you took the all-time high. Plus, you have touched here the fib level, 1-to-1 fib level for your zigzag. The zigzag here, we took the all-time high, and this is a 1-to-1 fib level has been hit perfectly. So we cannot ask for more, I would say. The market is not asking for more anymore. So bearish, very simple. On the 1 hour chart here, as you can see as well, those were our expectation for higher prices in case we are in contracting diagonal still. But I don't see this anymore, to be honest. I cannot see it. What I see, of course, is a finished bull run here with a wave 5, and this was your wave 5 here, and we're done with it. Yeah, so basically, of course, we were looking for something like contracting diagonal still. Let me clean up a little bit. So we were looking like for a different scenario, somehow like this. Let me explain here. In this area with the daily, we were looking for 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? So, okay, we have to transform this because it was invalidated. We had to transform it into something else, like contracting diagonal finishing. And unfortunately, we don't have any more how to say hope for it, yeah, because I was expecting one more leg to finish this wave 3, because contracting diagonal in this way, you have finished WXY, yeah. We removed the 1112 and we shift our correction here with a wave Y, mean W and then X and a triangle for your wave Y, finishing here your wave 4, right? And then start to count from this point here as A, B, and a C. The only way that you can move for higher in ABC is a contracting diagonal wave 1. Therefore, okay, let's take this scenario and then we start ABC. Oh, cool, everything is working well. Wave 2 and then wave 3. Wow, wave 3 hit perfectly the target, but it doesn't look like a zigzag. If this was a zigzag, very fast zigzag, okay, then you finish wave 3. Now you got your wave 4. Okay, so if your wave 4 is unfolding, you still have to see, of course, one more impulse toward the upside and then correction and one more impulse for a wave 5, which is your last wave. Your wave 4 has already reached also the target. So you still need one more wave toward the upside. And if we take a look here, you don't have any kind of impulse. Because a wave 5 towards the upside after a wave 4 here needs an impulse where you want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, perfect, 5. What is a 5? It has moved down. Yeah? And this is where the bearish scenario start to get higher possibility. All right, because your wave 5 needs to be like this zigzag. You need this to be an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, correction 3 waves, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did not get from the beginning an impulse toward the upside. It was totally the opposite, and actually it has showed us even more weakness. Yeah, so yeah, the things, as you can see, very high amount of volume in your wave 1. This is a very impulsive wave toward the downside, and it might be here your wave 1 and then 2, and then you're looking here 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, perfect impulse toward the downside again, meaning 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, yeah, double 1, 2s. You have 1, 2 finished here in this bottom, and then 1, 2 finished, and now we're moving impulsively toward the downside. I know that this is gonna be very, very fast if this scenario will happen. The bearish market is gonna be very massive and fast. Look at the volume again. Your biggest volume always on the wave 1, and another big volume on the second wave 1, and that when you see this is an indication that okay, you have 1, 2 here, 1, 2. Your wave 3, meaning the volume of the wave 3 is gonna exceed even this one, yeah, because your wave 1 has this volume, meaning the wave 3 is gonna be higher. When it's higher, it means it's gonna be a massive move toward the downside. I hope that I have explained it well as well for Solana, same as for Bitcoin. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. Trade safe. See you in the next one. Bye bye.